Our most significant problem, Neil, was the Sandringham line. We had an occupation there on the weekend, meaning that we were doing some upgrades along that track, and we had one of the maintenance trains that had an issue where it came off the rail ever so slightly. It wasn't a major incident. Nobody was harmed, but unfortunately it took until 5 o'clock this morning to get that train back on the rails, which meant that that's held up the morning peak on the Sandringham line. We've had to run buses in certain areas. We're getting closer to resolving that. Hopefully by lunchtime we'll have that resolved.
Were you ready for that? Because you must have known that we were going to cause trouble.
We were. We found out about that about midnight, so we were aware of it overnight. Yeah, that actual train has to finish its job before we can run trains along those sections, so that's where the problem stemmed from.
Okay, that's problem one. Problem two?
Yeah, problem two has been on the Cranbourne line in particular. We've had to run buses between Cranbourne and Dandenong because we've had a track fault there. And then that's been made even worse by a situation where we had overhead problems at Caulfield. So we've had to run buses between Oakley and Caulfield on the Cranbourne and Pakenham lines as well. So it's been one of those mornings where we've had a number of problems. They're all unrelated to each other, but it's just unfortunately the way things go some days.
How many people would this affect?
Oh, it would be in the thousands, Neil. It's impossible to put an exact figure on it, but it is certainly in the thousands. These are very, very busy train lines, so we do apologise to anybody who's been caught up in this morning. We understand it's been an extremely difficult morning for people. It's been one of those things that is just an unfortunate byproduct of running a train network. Some days things can go wrong. Have
you at any stage had to take people off the train directly onto the tracks?
Yes, we have this morning. We've had the problem at Caulfield was a significant one where the overhead, when you have trouble with the overhead wires, you have to switch off the electricity there. That means that if there's a train caught in a section away from the platform, the people have to get off the train away from the platform. What we do is we send staff out there. Unfortunately, the people have to wait on the train. We get staff there as soon as we can so they can help them off as safely as possible.
Okay, so how do you do it safely?
Well, basically you send staff there and you get them all. You open the train at one end and you get them all off, and you put some ladders in place to make sure that everybody can get off that train without them getting hurt, and to make sure there are no other trains or anything else around the area when you're getting them off.
Well, we've been sent a photograph of this happening. I assume it's at Caulfield. It looks like that area. No ladders.
I've been told about this photograph. I haven't actually seen it, Neil. I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but I'm told our staff are in the photo helping people from the train.
Yeah, I think they probably are, yeah.
Yeah, if that's the case and it's being done safely, the ladders would be used where somebody would require them. Now, I'm not sure exactly what's happened and which train that was this morning, so I'm not aware of the exact details, but safety is always the number one priority in situations like this.